almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people where this want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress?
Katt Williams stepped into 2024 and he was like, I ain't playing with y'all. I'm about to tell y'all what it is and what it ain't. And we got receipts to back up most of what it is that he was saying. Let's watch.
What he told everybody was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
Right. That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
Dang, that's the jab. He said, I believe the best actor should be in the what? Oh, he said they play women better than they play men. That's wild. Look, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, I was never a fan of Ricky Smiley. It's just something about him that irked me. It's just what it was.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up?
See, I've watched majority of this interview already. Katt Williams proceeded to tell the story about how Cedric came to him, apologized to him about using his joke, and they buried the hatchet on there. Only for him to come back and backpedal years later and make it seem like, no, that wasn't the case. That never happened.
More proof that Cedric the Entertainer stole the joke from Katt Williams. Y'all check this clip out and let me know what y'all think.
Katt called me from the theater, right? Okay. He like, I'm gonna kill that nigga Cedric. I said, why? He said, nigga, I'm at the theater right now, and the nigga is doing my joke. I'm like, nigga, you bullshit. I said the joke when you in the car, and the music's so loud that you can't hear the engine turn off. He said, nigga, yes, that's it. I said, Katt. He said, now I'm going to the improv. I think I'm going to kill that thing. I said, Katt, listen to me. I said, listen careful. That's a blessing. I said, everybody gonna know who you is. That nigga Cedric finna put you on. He probably finna get you some money. Humble that, take that. It ain't like he stole it. It's like they're embracing you. So that's you. I don't think so. I said, nigga, you young, dude. We finna be on. I was there for that point, right? Katt like, nigga, I'm glad you feel that way, nigga, because he's storing your shit too.
That's crazy. I'm glad you feel that way because he doing your shit too.
What are you doing? He's pop locking as we speak. Right.
Katt Williams is like, I'm about to hold everybody accountable that put my name in their mouth and came out and said anything that was a lie about me. And that's what he's doing. He ain't purposely come out here trying to bash nobody, trying to put nobody down. He just standing up for himself, as a grown man should.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House too. I almost died. And I gotta read this script in front of all these good white people. Where this want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had the other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
All right, Brandon T. Jackson has something to say in response to what Katt Williams just said here. Let's listen.
Get like slack when you wore the dress at that moment?
It was like, wasn't slack from people. Only Katt Williams. Katt Williams was trying to always say, Brandon, don't wear a dress.
He called you, or is this?
No, he was saying it in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me at the time. I didn't know that. I was immature.
Right.
I feel like, dang, why I'm trying to make it. Why you bashing me? And then he was trying to warn me, you know, don't get in the dress. So the awakened Brandon, you couldn't pay him $1 trillion to get in the dress.
He said the new Brandon, the Brandon that has woken up, you couldn't pay him $1 trillion to put on the dress. Why does he feel that way?
The dress is about, is it to tone us down, to tone that realness down?
I think the dress, personally, is a thing that is not in our culture to do. And I think everybody will want to put their culture on us. No, not to hate your culture or your God.
Mm-hmm.
If your God say you can put on a dress and your culture is normal for you, that you have the right as a human to choose that. But me, for my God and my culture, my ancient culture, we didn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was cursed by it. I believe it was a curse that went with that personally, because nothing went right since then. That's truthful. No one can tell me, hey man, you thinking too much, man. Sit down, man. Everything went wrong. Just like everything went right. Everything went wrong when I put on that dress.
Ain't that what Katt was also saying? If you listen to enough of that interview, he was saying, don't nothing go right for any of these stars, any of these celebrities once they put on that dress.
Is there any
Even Martin, things went wrong when he did it too, because Martin is very anointed. Martin is a very strong man. And Dave Chappelle said that too. He said things about that too. And something, if you look at Martin's Arsenio Hall interviews, you look at him now, something's changed. You know?
Yeah.
It's funny he mentions that, because that was something that I also was speaking on recently too. I was like, this ain't the same Martin from back in the day. His charisma, his energy, his vibe, yeah, he's a little bit older now, but it still seemed like he's toned down so much that to the point where he's a totally different person.
Well, Martin, I noticed that too.
It's not a shot, but something's changed.
No, he definitely had like a lot of fire behind a lot of energy. He's gotten
similar to me.
He's gotten older, but I don't think he's gotten that old.
Eddie Murphy's old. He still has a fire to him too. I think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad has a fire. He's almost.
You think maybe it was more the business that kind of it took so much out of him?
Honestly, I think it's a spiritual thing, but everyone has their own journey.
He made a valid point. He says Eddie Murphy still seemed like the same Eddie Murphy. He said his own dad, who's about 70 years old, still got it.
Mm-hmm. I can't say what it is. I don't know. I think, for me, I can only speak for my journey. Once I put the dress on and I had that fire was put out.
Wow. The fact that he is taking accountability for what he did, the mistake that he made, and isn't afraid to say what it did to his career.
Yeah.
And I only did it one time. So imagine doing it 3 times, 4 times. But then Tyler Perry did, he got stronger. I don't know the rules.
All right, he mentioned that, and I know a lot of other people was probably thinking the same thing as well. Well, how come Tyler Perry was doing it or was able to do it, and now this dude's a billionaire? Well, but Tyler Perry, his situation was a bit different because he came in with that character. He was that character before he even put that character on television. When he did them plays back in the day, he was doing Medea. Tyler Perry, and this ain't the hate or bash Tyler Perry, because I know we all thought the same thing. When Tyler Perry take them clothes off, take that wig off, take that dress off, the characters that he play aren't nearly as strong as the character that he played when he plays Medea. Medea is a star. Tyler Perry without Medea, it's like, did you forget how to act? Did you lose your ability to be a star in front of this camera when you take that dress off? Yeah, I know everybody said the same thing because the conversation was going around. It's not the same. But like I said, Tyler Perry came in as Medea. He created that. He wasn't being told by the industry to put on a dress. It's a difference. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but he wasn't told by the industry to put on a dress.
You know what I'm saying? This is what happened to me. I'm not here to knock another brother because that's their path.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't do is knock my brothers because that's their path. But I'm saying my path, when I put on a dress, it came with a demon baby mama and a starter kit for hell. That's what happened to me. You haven't seen me since, to be honest. But then I
Yo, the way he talking about himself, he like, you ain't seen me since. Dang.
I feel stronger though.
Would you like warn other stand-up comedians about the dress?
Yeah, I had an interview too where I would do it. I would do it eloquently and say I wouldn't wear the dress if you're chosen. You know, some people can wear the dress; it doesn't affect them. But you know,
and people will mention Robin Williams. Robin Williams ain't black. We talking about black actors and what it do to their careers. It's a difference.
I don't know. For me, it didn't work. So I could say I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. Just who wants to roll that dice?
Yeah, and as you look back on it now, you kind of would never.
If I had a time machine, you know, we was with Marty McFly, I would go back, you know, and punch myself in the chest.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
Facts.
That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
Because he ain't selling soul.
Whether you like Katt or not, he's not going to talk behind your back. However he feels about you, that's how he feels about you. Now, he did say one thing. He talked about Ricky Smiley, and he talked about when Ricky Smiley went on Club SHAY, Shannon Sharp's podcast, which is a great podcast, especially for, I know I'm a white guy, but for my demographics, and I'll get into that in a minute, what Katt said about me, but for my demographics, you know, Club SHAY, I'd rather go on Club SHAY than Joe Rogan. I got to unpack this podcast because Katt made a comment where he said, why you think Gary Owen, who's a white guy, has been doing stand-up for 25 years, hasn't crossed over? And when he said it, I was like, wait a minute, was that a good thing or bad thing?
It's a good thing.
And I literally had to go to Twitter and start asking people, was I catching strays or what was that? And they was like, no, they were saying you haven't sold your soul. That's why you haven't crossed over. You've been consistently you, and that's why.
See, I ain't even seen this, and I already knew what he meant.
You haven't, quote unquote, crossed over. So I was like, oh, okay, that made sense. Now, I'm not going to get into it, but I've been, I was in an awkward situation one time where I can't say for 100% this person was trying to make me do something, casting couch type deal, but it felt like it. And I was like, is this that point where I've always heard, would you sell for $1 million? And I was thinking to myself, and I was in this office going, in this room going, well, this is the, I'm about to answer this question. And the answer was no, I wouldn't. So now I listen, I can't say for 100% that's where it was going, but it felt like it. It felt like it. You got
go with your gut, go with your intuition. It probably was going in that direction. He know.
to be in the room to feel it. And I was like, oh, this dude is really coming on to me. Like, this is happening in real life. And the dude did it, and he'll always remain nameless. I think he was feeling me out. Like, is this dude, and this was years ago. I was young in the game. But I was just like, wait a minute, is this happening right now? I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I made it very clear I like women. I'm not going that route. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna get into it, but I was wondering. I was like, "Ooh, is this happening to me right now in real life?" So I think Katt was saying I haven't sold my soul, and that's why I haven't crossed over. I think the reason I quote unquote haven't crossed over like that, there's various reasons. I've had TV deals in the past. I walked away from a pilot at Fox because
oh no, I wanted to hear the rest of that. Darn it. It ended. I gotta go find that podcast and watch it later.
Remember on the radio, you went on a radio interview.
Right.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions. And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I got to call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You just did
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No. You either believe in karma or you don't.
All right, y'all. Here go the receipt right here. This is the interview that he just spoke about. Let's watch.
It's the People Station Builder 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air. So they can hear you live.
Come on. Come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to.
You gonna make fun of this man here. He told you, nah, come check it. It ain't what you think it is. No, you ain't about to make fun of my hair then tell me to come bring my hair to you to touch. No, you come over here.
I want them to get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hairs moving while we talk.
He said only one of our hairs moving while we talk. Yo, Katt, man. Oh, my God. See, the other radio hosts there, they in there laughing. They're not knowing what's about to happen to her career in this moment. If they only knew what was going to happen to her career, shit, they would have probably been laughing at her and with Katt Williams.
Prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19 felonies,
times.
no convictions. Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
No.
Calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. Like he said, she did the exact opposite of what she promised she was going to do, which was be mindful and respectful and not bring up any of the stuff that she is actually bringing up. How you going to sit there in somebody's face and tell them that you're not going to talk about them going to prison and then proceed to talk about them going to prison?
Right, Red Grant. How many kids you got, one?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be.
Wanda knows she
What?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
How you gonna say you did in the end? The end ain't came yet.
What's your favorite
Wait,
thing to cook? Your boys,
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli.
Y'all, in the comments of this video on TikTok, the women were going in on her. There's like, who in the world says I do a nice broccoli? You don't even gotta cook broccoli. Broccoli cook itself if you put it in a boiling pot of hot water. Yo, this woman.
Tell me he doesn't say heat up water. That's the only step in broccoli. Simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn. I like to get it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarans. They don't expect that. I sprinkle
I am a great cook.
Oh,
Whatever.
yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're
Listen, she said, I am a great cook. He's like, yes, ma'am, you good at heating stuff up. Y'all, I'm going to stop the video right here. I could do a part 2 if y'all want me to. Comment down below if y'all want to see a part 2 of this, man. Gosh, that was probably one of the best interviews that I've ever seen. If you haven't seen it for yourself, I will have it linked down in the description box below. Everybody I know and their mama have watched that interview. I'm almost through with it. But anyway, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.